I
as if
can't
it was
wait to see what that
foreshadowed.
character sheet is, or what that character is. That looks fun.
While in the mine, we came across two sets of mining cart tracks and a turntable, littered with the bodies of dead miners. Two passages led to the north and two south, with all four tracks disappearing into the darkness. Due to previous encounters with the Amavorax, the party decided to put all of their gold into the bag of holding, except Bucky, of course. And then after aligning the turntable to align the tracks, we took the mining cart and began forging into the North Passage. Brad and Bucky took point, with the party following behind them. We found that the tracks were coated with green slime, which melted items that we pressed against it, but did not seem to be greatly affecting the tracks or the cart wheels themselves. We headed down the tunnel for quite a ways until a sudden tunnel collapse forced us to turn around and head down one of the southern tunnels. Eventually, the southern tunnel led to an area with worked stone. As we came around a corner, we ran into a group of giant scorpions. Labyrinth was able to restrain some of them using a web spell, which Fafine promptly proceeded to light ablaze, killing one of the scorpions trapped therein. We end up making short work of the scorpions and continue on. As we travel through the mines, we see veins of gold as well as red X's painted on the walls as warnings to the miners. We continued in, finding a dead miner buried under another cave-in, as well as a large lizard inside a small room off the main corridor that was wearing a collar. Finally, we moved into a room where we found something protruding from the ground. It was a fragment of glowing gray crystal visible above the floor, but deeply embedded into the stone. After some examination, Labyrinth was able to determine that it was infused with elemental magic. Clunk went over and used his hydraulics to dislodge the crystal from the floor, which we promptly deposited into the bag of holding. As we started to come up to a warren maze of tight corridors, Brad and Bucky split up to scout ahead. Dodging the green slime along the way, Bucky ends up hearing some growling ahead. And as he tries to close it and see what's making the sound, all of a sudden the unmistakable sound of Omnivorax's charging filled the tunnels. It was a vicious battle, and the party members were separated from each other with little room to maneuver. The creatures quickly swarmed the party as the sound of a much larger creature began to approach. The princes, as always, started pushing their way towards the combat, seeking to outdo each other. As the party fought for our lives, Alfie brought down a vicious blow upon one of the creatures. Looking up, he spotted an opening and called out to Bucky, who was able to finish the creature off with a swift strike. Multiple people fell, but were stabilized or revived by Ment. Bucky ends up trapped in a corner, and as he is swarmed, one of the creatures slashes him across the chest, and as he begins to fall, is followed up by raking him across the face, as Bucky fell into a pool of blood on the tunnel floor. The party fought valiantly to get him to aid him, but alas, the creatures kept the party at bay. As the party manages to overcome the creatures, Ment rushes over to Buckthorn and attempts to revive him using a healing drop. As Bucky saw the battle end before him, he looked over to a bright green light emitting from a tear in the cavern wall. Though he could see through it, he could see rolling green hills dotted with trees and flowers. Two figures stood there waving at him. Tears welled in Bucky's eyes as he recognized his missing wife and son. Despair mixed with elation overcame him as he realized that both were as dead as he was, but at least he was finally able to join them. He felt a pull back towards his body, and moving towards the portal felt like trying to go against the current in a strong river. Still, Bucky was not going to miss this chance to reunite with his family. He pushed on, and as he passed through, he took solace in knowing that at least his daughter was still alive. Labyrinth rushed to Bucky, quickly removed a piece of parchment from his vest and placed it in his own. After confronting the princes, the party continued on, eventually finding the creature's nest, including some survivors hidden in the corner. One of them, Zaya, greets the party. She mentions that they had been trapped for 2 days. They had been attacked by the Mboroks and brought to the nest area. Further investigation of the cavern reveals runes scrawled all across the walls, a form of conjuration magic very similar to the ones that were found in the town after the scorpion attack. Zahea says that they saw a strange man in robes enter the mines, and after he left, that is when the creature attacks and cave-ins started. The man had long braided hair, colorful robes. Labyrinth immediately throws Prince Karina into manacles, thinking he was in cahoots with the priest since Karina was also found with the strange runes on him. Finally, Karina cracks, saying that he went ahead and planned the entire thing so that way he could be the hero and eventually the emperor, enlisting Cujo's aid for his scheme. As the group exits the mine, the party sees miners attending to the survivors. There, they meet Prince Cinnabon and Uzuma. Uzuma thanks the party, and then the party explains Karina's plan and the High Priest's involvement. Uzuma pays the party not only for what was owed, but extra money as well to cover Bucky's funeral. The party heads back to Anissa. Prince Cinnabon and an army of guards take Cujo into custody. Labyrinth, disguised as a member of the local guard, puts the manacles on Cujo, and as he does so, injects the priest with a dose of poison undetected by others. The rest of the guards lead him off, and Labyrinth smiles wanly, knowing that he'll be dead within the hour. As the guards left, Ment asked Labyrinth what he injected into Cujo. Labyrinth simply said it was meant for Bucky. The party starts to distribute jelly wine amongst themselves to ease their pain. As they begin to drink, Prince Cinnabon shares his appreciation and says he has a special gift. He instructs them to meet him at the castle anytime they are ready. The party each grieves in their own way, but eventually heads to the castle. Prince Cinnabon presents the party with a feast, and presents a chest full of his family treasures that he presents to the party in appreciation for their efforts. After finishing feasting that night, Labyrinth heads back to his room. When he sees the crystal, it is glowing red with a warning symbol. And that's where we left off.
Thank you very much. That was a great recap. I love the fact you called him Cinnabon. I was like, yes, I heard you just quickly changed it.
Well, we had vanilla ice cream last time.
Yeah, but vanilla ice cream saves you for a long time.
Well, the only
She was
reason
more
I got
useful.
the only reason I got the other guy's name right is because Labyrinth kept saying the wrong thing and you kept on correcting him.
And some of these names are kind of like ridiculous. There's like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of them are just like weird to pronounce. But yeah, all right. Thank you for the recap. It's Brad's on next recap for next week.
It and making sure you know I'm not recording, so make sure you post ours.
Yeah. I've been YouTubing it. I've been putting it all
Beautiful.
on there. It just takes me a while to upload. All right. Anyways, let's begin back towards Anissa, as you hadn't left yet, as you were enjoying your eggs galore, as you were deciding whether or not you wanted to stay or leave within the night. As you still have to do the burial rites for Bucky, as his share was given to you.
Mint would want to go back. He wouldn't want to keep the body here any longer than it needed to be. He needs to go back to the Radiant Citadel.
I agree. We should head back.
Yeah, fine with me.
Fine by me too.
everybody agree to that, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we
Mhm.
can get a long rest, but let's take off first thing in the morning. I mean, if everybody's worn out, I'm agreed to.
Yeah,
rest.
as Simban
Yeah, that's
had
fine.
offered you rooms of stay for free.
I mean, the body's gently reposed, so it'll last. You know, we can put it in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, we'll head back in the morning.
Simban doesn't really have anything to give you to put them in. Sadly, they would have to be customly worked, as he would state that if you wanted, come back in a couple days and you'd have something ready.
Or what? Sorry?
He was if you want a casket.
Oh, no.
I think we can bury him on our own in the Radiant Citadel.
It's not much of a partier. He would stay with Buckthorn.
Or you can cremate him and spread his ashes into the sea or into space. All right. These guys are getting prepared.
Shot.
Sorry.
Yeah,
As you guys are preparing yourselves for bed in Anissa, and obviously in a palace galore, seeing fit your beds are large and big enough for you to sleep in. And some of you obviously slept on the ground, as you had eventually taken your long rest upon that night. It feels weird and strange, of course, but knowing the fact that life and death happens for a reason. As in this state in mind, it seems fit that all went wrong upon that day. But you guys move on, and you don't forget the good times. So you pack your belongings, and seeing fit to say goodbye to Spawn, seeing fit he has much to learn from his father, as he is to grow up a little bit before he would rule an empire. But he's learned a lot of knowledge from you guys. Seeing fit, you're always welcome back in Anissa.
That was Prince Cinnabon.
Yeah, Cinnabon. You just picture a cinnamon head.
Why does it smell so good, dear? Oh my god.
We are known for the cinnamons.
We'll give him a deep bow and, thank you for your hospitality, dear prince. We hope that you will become the leader we know you're capable of being. Not to be rude, but we would like to attend to our friend, please. With your blessing, we will bid you adieu and go back to the Citadel.
Who knows, in later life, maybe you'll be invited back here, maybe for a wedding, or maybe potentially for a celebration. As you guys head off. Eventually, getting past the doors, the gates, and seeing your crystal hidden, undetected by sight, as the Conqueror Jewel awaits.
Is it still glowing red?
Sorry?
Is it still flashing red, like when Lab saw it, or
No,
no?
it's turned off.
Oh, it's turned off.
It seemed like they may have handled their problems by themselves.
Alright, as you guys begin to make your venture back towards the Radiant Citadel, finding yourself coming and departing, as the time in the Radiant Citadel is a lot different than the time that you came here, in the sense in Empire, as it's about the afternoon, about 4 hours ahead.
Okay, so I've thought I've been giving these eloquent speeches and whatnot, but I have changed my push to talk button so it doesn't leave like a character, so I don't mess up my different things that yeah, sorry. Totally would want us to go back to the Citadel. I believe I would encourage Faye Fiend to try it again, or who had at last driven it here. Maybe was it Labyrinth?
What's that, Buckthorn?
It's Bucky.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, we still make it back, and I appreciate that.
It's the Conqueror Jewel eventually disappears into the distance, rotating around the other crystals around the rover Titan. So you find yourself here. Nothing seems to change. Obviously, new people coming in and out. As you see a stadium in the background, people playing and cheering.
To take Bucky back to the shield bearers so that his friends other than us can also mourn his loss, and we'll work on getting that rocket thing we did for our last friend.
I know this is wrong, but have fun with all that paperwork explaining why your friend is dead.
Oh, are you not gonna help?
I'm always gonna help, but that is like the first thing that Alfie thought is like, oh, that's gonna require extra paperwork.
Oh, I didn't even think that. Dang.
And you have to go through all
Of
his
course.
belongings and stuff, wherever he has. It's like pretty much like the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, so Mint would accompany the body back to the shield bearers just because he's that kind of guy. And this is probably when he first comes across those 2 dogs. So he'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll take them. What could go wrong?
As you're
I'll
riding,
take
Alfie's just giving you the look is like, excuse me, and the bitch please face.
as you
What about
arrive there,
the
I will say that you do see multiple bodies actually being kind of in cases, as it seems like whatever happened, not many survived.
Oh.
Oh, what's happening here?
As you hear a kind of a grunt. A crew just came from a mission. They lost everybody. They were burned to the ground. Wherever. We ended up having to get them back, as we had an urgent call. They went out on the urgent mission that happened yesterday. As you don't see any of the bodies, but from his recommendation, they did not survive the mission. They all died.
What kind of mission were they on?
That's classified. I can't tell you. Sorry.
Oh, what mission? Oh, that stinks. Hopefully we can. Anybody I know?
As you look at some of the name tags here, you can tell one you knew for probably a couple months. He was kind of a sergeant like yourself, kind of jumped the ranks. He was part of a crew of 5 that went on the mission, as the rest of them were just recruits, seeing fit that whatever the mission was, they didn't come back alive.
Well, then we need to go take care of what happened there. But we need to take care of Bucky.
Lucky first, and then we'll figure out from there.
Agreed.
Lieutenant, we lost one too, as I placed Bucky down.
Did you go to the lieutenant's office then? Because you're in 2 different districts. They're not in the same district where you bring bodies.
I thought you said when we approached we
It
saw
was
other
a
boxes.
grunt
I would have
you
put
were
it.
talking to. It was just a random person that works for the shield
fair.
bearers. He just specifies, but he can't tell you the details because obviously they can't just tell anybody. They have to keep it classified.
Gotcha. Sorry.
It's okay. You eventually come towards, obviously, the work, obviously, seeing fit. He's bustling paperwork of amount of dead that had obviously conspired within the last 24 hours. As he looks towards you, obviously, coming to his office, I'm assuming by yourself.
Yes.
Your friends obviously wait outside.
Yes.
Oh, Sergeant Brad, welcome back. How was your venture upon the land of, where is it gone? As he, the Sensen Empire.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in Nice and kind of met those princes you talked about. We had some interesting interactions. Ended up killing a few glowing scorpions and ghost type things. It's kind of weird. Went into a mine, saved miners that you wanted us to, but we found out one of those princes actually planned the whole thing to try and become emperor. Had to get him arrested. He's back there. But along the way, we lost Bucky.
A damn shame. That one, he was a stone cold killer. I could never really understand why he joined the Shieldberries to begin with, honestly. He was,
Oh, no, no. You didn't know him. Had heart of gold. Really good with children, oddly enough, when we were at the.
he didn't show it when he came in. He was always late, never did any of his paperwork, didn't give a shit about anything. Until you
That's
became the sergeant, it seems he eventually spiced it up. He eventually acted upon good intuition from another, as he looks towards you with a wink.
was good guy at heart. Just had to pull at heartstrings some. But I was glad to know him, and I want to make sure we give him a proper burial before I go on my next mission.
Well, there's no more missions for you. I actually have something interesting, actually. I had been recently talked to in a meeting. Since we tend to do the smaller missions at hand, there's an individual that I would highly suggest you meeting, of course. Um, but this is in a predicament of classified, of course. I can't tell you anything about it. But here's his card, and if you need to reach him, you'll know what to do on the back of it. As you can see, there's like rather kind of like a meeting spot at a certain time. As he sees fit, he is unable to give you any more missions, as there is no missions of your class currently anymore. I'm sure you'll find something else. In the meantime, we'll let you know when we have another job at hand for you. For the time being, there's no more missions for the classified ranks, of course, right now. But that should do ya. That individual is rather keen in finding the best of the best heroes by on ages, of course. Meaning the best heroes around the lands, not just the Radiant Citadel, of course. I guess you could say it's an exclusive meeting with a high-profile individual. Anyways, you'll have to fill out the forms when you get the chance. Here you go. As he gives you about 10 to 20 pages just for the mission as is, and another top 10 to 20 pages for the death of Bucky. To detail a little bit more about when it's conspired, etc., and detailing whatever. As well as you can obviously see fit to rummage through his locker room to see if he has anything of worth to take with, beyond death, of course. If not, most of it will probably be disputed through, obviously, our collection.
I'll take care of it. I know he had no family here. Thanks for letting me know, and I'll look into meeting that guy.
Let's get up and let's see, get out the door.
There's no mission. Let's go clean out Bucky's locker and work on getting him to what the morgue or wherever we need to get him.
Alright. So you guys get the body. Do you want to go through his belongings? Does Bucky have anything left here in his bunk or in his little chest? You can let me know, Bucky.
No, he actually carried everything on him.
Alright. as you guys begin to potentially find somebody in either the T.A.D.S.S or potentially you can head towards the one location you went before to obviously see fit to kind of do the burial rites. As the crystal would take obviously 24 hours or a day or two to create for the individual. Does anybody else want to do anything beforehand? Alfie?
Uh, Honestly, it depends how long we're gonna stay in the Citadel.
That's up to you, of course. At the end of the day, you guys always have the choice whether or not you want to stay in the Radiant Citadel for X amount of days, or you can decide to go elsewhere.
I'm sorry, I just got my audio back. I missed like everything from exiting that door.
It's okay. I'm just asking everybody else what they want to do before you guys head towards basically a place to get the kind of burial rights you need for Bucky's departure.
What did we get paid from the last job?
You got 300 gold each.
Yeah.
And then you got 300 gold for Bucky's sum that he died, and she gave it to you. For the burial rights, of course. Which will cost you as much as last one. Which was 100 gold pieces for just the crystal and the send-off.
The 200 for a party, because that's how Bucky would like to go.
It's Bucky. It
That's
means
true.
it's 200 gold coins for booze.
He'd want to add women to that, but we don't need to do that here.
Truly want to honor him.
Go big or go home.
It's what he would have wanted.
Okay, that's on your dime. I think the 200 should just be for the alcohol, personally, but or pills or
That's
whatever.
fine, I guess.
Alright.
The cycle continues.
Yep.
I'm assuming you, Alfie and Mind, would you like to go to House of Convalescence or check your place out or whatever? I would say you guys had done probably the rights and spent the 100 gold pieces. It just takes about a day for the crystal to be set, so you'll be able to do the send off the next day.
Okay. Let's go to the House of Convalescence then.
Definitely.
But we need to replenish that potion. So we'll probably have to go back to the other place, which I forgot the name. See if we can get more of the jelly flower.
No, it takes about a week to create it.
I would
Yeah.
like to accompany you guys to the House of Convalescence. Sorry, my mic was off.
As you guys enter into your room, you can tell right away your door had been opened. It had been fully closed. Someone had been snooping your place.
I'll go looking in and see if anything's missing.
Alright, roll me investigation.
Can I help them with that?
Depends what they're looking for. It's hard to say if you can help them. They detail exactly what they're looking for.
I'm looking for anything missing if any of my shit gone.
Nothing's missing, but you do see that someone has been looking through your books, reading them, opening them, learning as much as they can get. As you can see, there is a card left on the book itself opened. As you see one as well, Alfie, through your books.
What does the card say?
Yeah.
You can see some initials on it, but you do see, basically in big bold letters, you do see this big kind of indication of, hard to say what it is, honestly, but you do see on the back of it a location to meet at a certain day and time. It specifies tomorrow afternoon.
I'm not comfortable with this. This is not good.
I'm gonna take a look around and see if Lab is distracted doing Lab and shit, and just try to like hide the card, and hopefully, if Men got one too, he'll stow it away without telling Labson,
Sure.
just to
Give
make
me a
sure like
sleight of
this
hand
is
and go roll perception.
perception first.
No, no,
I'll
no.
just use my
Not, not.
I'll just use my passive. Is that okay?
Sure. What's your passive?
Just 11.
All right.
He
So
he
just give
probably
me
wasn't
just give me
paying
a sleight of
attention.
hand then, Alfie. As
There
well
we
as
go.
Mint, are you hiding yours or leaving your? Or you have yours out in the open?
Yeah, Mint's not that deft. He's not quite sure. He's just out in the open. What the hell is this?
All right, Alfie, you managed to sneak it away. As you're like, oh, I don't know what that is.
I've never seen that in my life.
Someone's
It's
been
true.
snooping on my stuff and they left this card. What does this mean? Everybody, come here. Take a look at this.
I will come over. Yeah. Seems like it. Someone did go through your stuff and they left you a calling card. It seems like they're very interested in you.
Do you recognize those initials, Labyrinth?
Do I recognize the writing or initials at all?
No, this is different for you. It does remind you a little bit of your kind of secret organization, that Hush Hush, but this is different. The calling card is different.
I've seen calling cards quite like this, to be honest. But you should probably meet up with the person, I'd say.
On the
Or at least,
contrary, you should like whoever it is, it's not an honest person, and you should have no relationship with this person whatsoever.
Yeah, he broke the law by breaking in here. This is not right. If he just wanted to talk to us, he could talk to us.
Exactly. So whatever is calling you in that way, definitely up to no good. You should not go.
well,
Plus
how?
tomorrow we have Bucky's funeral.
Yeah, we can't miss that. You will be present, won't you, Labyrinth?
Of course. I don't think I have anything to do tomorrow, and I was familiarly close to Bucky.
You seem to know a lot about those Red Wizards of Day, though.
He may have been from around the area. The Thay continent is quite large, and their span is quite big. They sometimes even pull in slaves from other realms, I hear, when they can't find slaves for themselves in the current lands.
Oh my, you think it was taken from the Fae by the Thay? Oh, that rhymes. That's fun.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time I had heard of it. Red wizards are powerful and devious, and they achieve their means by any means necessary, so I wouldn't put it past them. I would like to go check to see how far I am on that list of applicants.
Looks like you are about 20 away.
Ooh, almost there.
Seems like I'll be staying here for my interview at the very least.
Are you excited?
Yeah, honestly. Um, all right. Well, I have some other business to attend to. I'll meet you guys probably around tomorrow morning for breakfast, and then we'll talk about Bucky.
Sounds good. Meet you at the normal place in the morning for breakfast.
Sleep tight. He heads
You as
out
well.
and he heads down to go see his the construction of his shop.
Yeah, you see it's being underway as I'd like to roll an investigation actually as you begin to watch it being underway. It's looking to shape up for sure. As you kind of go looking at around the vicinity of it, you kind of notice something out of place as you do see kind of a barrel as you see the similar card that the individual had mint waiting there.
And pick it up.
You see the same thing. As you see the time and place is exactly the same.
Seems like somebody's been watching us. Put it inside of my robe pocket. And then I will purposely not check in with the Court of Whispers.
Alright. Pax and Feifei, before you head out towards obviously the T.A.D.S.S call, as you guys begin to head back to your obviously dormitories, I'd like both of you roll investigation. Wow, Feifei with that one, because then that's just one guaranteed. As Pax doesn't really see what he's looking for, but Feifei does help. As Feifei, you do see the similar card hidden like underneath your pillow as you look towards Pax, as you can see it in the same place as well.
Hey, Pax,
Yeah.
what do you make of this?
Kind of comes over and takes a look at it. What's on it again?
You just see T.A.D.S.S in big bold letters, as you do see a location and a time to meet tomorrow in the afternoon.
I don't know if anyone in our group who would leave a message like this.
It's a bit suspicious, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Sorry, my dog's being a bully in the background. Let's see. What should we do? I mean, definitely don't think just the two of us should go there. We should probably bring this to Brad. See what he thinks.
I don't know. Brad's a little off since Bucky.
Yeah, something like that takes a toll on everyone. But I definitely don't think we should go off on our own, especially at a time like this.
You're right. I'll bring it up to Brad when he comes back.
Yeah, and I guess kind of continue on about his way.
Right, Brad, what do you want to do as you headed off towards the T.A.D.S.S call?
I really hate seeing all my friends die, and so I was going to look into the potions and such. So I've been perusing while I've been over. They've been talking.
Okay. Is there anything you're looking for or no?
Not yet, but I'm still shopping.
Alright. As you shop and such, going through the T.A.D.S.S call, you kind of like begin to get into a crowd as a crowd of people kind of push through you. As you get bumped a little bit and aggressively pushed into the wrong direction. Obviously, your stature's strong and stuff. You don't get knocked over or anything like that. But you quickly feel like something was been placed on you as they quickly just disappear. The crowd just disappears into the T.A.D.S.S skull as you think nothing of it. As you eventually see Labyrinth in the distance heading into the T.A.D.S.S skull.
Hey, Brad.
Oh, hey, Lab.
Are you perusing the potion shops, or?
No, if like I'm like looking at elixir of health, or the potion of invisibility looks cool, but I don't know.
Well, all of them would probably be useful.
Already had potion of healing, and it didn't help Bucky. I want to try and see what I can do to try and not have that happen again.
Can't prevent death, to be honest. It's the one thing that magic really just doesn't fix. But, I guess we can plan better. Speaking of planning better, I was actually working on a present for Faithine.
Faithing's cool. What you getting her making?
Oh, and he pulled out that cherry blossom staff that he got from, I forgot the last place we went before Sinsa.
That was
The place where my armor's being made.
Yindu.
Yindu.
Which we should probably go back and get your armor.
Yeah.
It
We should probably go check
hasn't
out.
been that long, honestly, since you left.
Okay.
It's gonna take a week. It's only been probably like let's say 4 days.
Oh, fair point.
We have about another 3 days till that's done. But yeah, from the from Yindu, I've been putting some enchantments on it. And me and Alfie talked about me pulling some enchantments from his sword.
Well, that's really cool. Mine's still magic, right?
Of course, of course.
Because I don't know. Lately, I feel just a little bit stronger, or not stronger, more flexible. I got a little more oomph. Feeling good, man. Dude, I got this card from my lieutenant. Have you seen anything about this?
He pulled out an identical card. I seem to have got one at my shop over there. I thought it was someone who was willing to invest inside of my business, but it seems Alfie and Mint got one as well. Seems someone may have been watching us on our previous adventures.
We have been doing good. Okay. Well, that's really cool. But we have the funeral.
Yeah, this will be at noon. We can have the funeral in the morning or later at night or afternoon.
We should do it before we do that. That's kind of disrespectful if we have choice. Bucky, you know he loved being woken up early.
Mm.
Well, if you guys do expressions of him when you drink.
Kinda, yeah. I like smack Labyrinth on the back just a little too hard, and like, he hated waking up
Well, you
anytime.
know
So
what would be good Bucky fashion would be to get drunk tonight and then go to the funeral hungover in the morning.
would be Bucky. Well, let's go see if we can get our other friends to do that too.
Sure, I need to pick up a few more things for the staff, and I'll meet you guys at our favorite place.
I know the one on the corner.
Yep.
Okay, see you there. So I head back to the bunks to meet up with my new friends here. Well, not new.
Well, you have your own. You have your own space since you're a sergeant. You don't. You're not. But you can head towards their bunks if you like.
I kind of missed them. Wanted to check in.
As you see them with identical cards looking at them on their beds, talking to each other.
Guys, you get one too, and I proudly display mine.
You got one too?
Yeah, Lieutenant gave me. Said I should kind of check them out. We've gotten better than what they can give us. Like, Lieutenant said he has no more missions for us. We just too good. We take care of everything. No more problems.
I don't know about no more problems. We did hear about that one group that died on a mission. Wonder what that was all about.
But that's a problem for another day. Today, we celebrate Bucky, and I talked to Labyrinth. He also gets same card. He say Mint and Alfie get same card. So all of us need to go there at noon. So let's have early burial for Bucky. Labyrinth said we should drink tonight, so we have hangover to properly celebrate Bucky. Fafine, I know you can't, but you keep track of everybody else. Make sure we're okay. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Then noon we go there.
that's fine. But isn't it just strange that we all get these cards?
And do we
Oh
know
yeah,
where they came from?
no clue. But no one missing anything. Like Labyrinth thought someone wanted to invest in his business, but it really wasn't, and no one said they stole anything. Just left cards. Let's just see what it's all about. Then we make judgment.
All right, but let's be cautious about it, okay?
Agreed.
Okay. And I wink at them and smack their backs too.
Fafine falls over.
Brad, knowing Fafine would have tried to do it with one finger, but still falls over.
Alright, so you guys want to do?
I'd get drinking with Labyrinth. The spot on the corner. We meet
Yeah.
there.
Sounds good.
I'm assuming Mint and Alfie are heading out there as well eventually, or no? Or were you not even invited?
I would have invited Mint and Alfie. If I'd have noticed that they were there, I'd have went off to go get Mint and Alfie.
Okay.
I mean, if everyone's going, sure.
And if everybody else is there, I'll go. Can't guarantee I'll drink or stay late, but I'll go.
You have their dogs. I think Bucky's dogs would like to drink and get drunk for him too.
Let's not kill the dogs.
Yeah, I don't think dogs are supposed to have alcohol.
Bucky's been
Maybe like a
building
little splash of beer, but that's about
Buck-
it.
Bucky's been building up the dog's tolerance.
Oh,
Oh.
they've been drinking a lot. They're like super like.
It's
They-
like 50% dog food, 50% beer.
They just mix it up into a chow.
Nice slurry. We just got
He
the
calls
dogs
it
to
soup.
settle down. Just leave them where they are. Just they'll be okay. And I'm gonna officially rename them Buck and Thorn. 2 dogs.
What did he have
funny.
them named before?
Oh, I think he made them like 2 bad words. I think it was.
One
Shit
was
and
a
fuck.
and one was that?
Was it shit and fuck or something like that?
No, I think it was fucking off.
Yeah,
Fucking
sounds
awesome.
about right. I think Buck and Thorn sound a little bit better.
As you see a waitress come in. What can I get you all? As she has a big list and a menu.
Oh, I think we need the best thing you have. Give me a bottle of it.
All right.
Make that 3 bottles.
Oh, good
Don't
lord.
you,
No, just
don't
take
you want to know how much it costs first before you say 3 bottles?
Would Bucky?
Alright, they give
Bucky
you.
always picked the cheapest crap ever.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a list here. This stuff, some of this stuff can be expensive, but to you guys have a lot of gold, so
We have much gold.
much gold, yes. Can I get to start you with a cheese platter, or maybe some fried potato wedges, or even some onion rings? Or if you're looking fancy for rather something a little bit more meaty, we do have beef strips.
We will take one of everything.
One of everything, every solid, okay. So she'll charge you 2 gold pieces.
No, he meant like one of everything.
Yeah,
And like
2 gold pieces, one of everything. Oh,
not just the appetizers, but like just
you want all the booze too?
Yes.
yes.
You can do the math. I'm not looking that shit. I'm just saying you want a bottle price.
Yeah. I was
Yes.
supposing that they do.
Alright, I'm just
And
gonna.
we have like 200 gold to spend, and
Yeah, you guys can buy as much as you like. Right now, for just one of everything on that list, it's probably about 60 gold pieces. Close to it.
let's go with
Yeah.
70.
That's a lot of crap.
Alright.
Even if we don't open it, we can put it in the bag of holding. We bought it.
Alright. Yeah, you guys keep. Yeah, so eventually the cheese platters, the deep fried potatoes, the deep fried onion rings, the deep fried beef strips come in. As you can see, a creamy sauce placed with the beef strips. As you can see, amount of grease here for sure. As they bring you a bottle of every wine, beverage, alcohol, booze, whatever they have. As you do see multitudes. A second table pulled in just for that.
The way Bucky would have wanted it.
Just let me know if
Yes.
you're on any of your entrees, or would you like some soups? I'll come back as soon as you finish.
Finish?
Falling asleep at this table, and I give her like 10 gold just to keep us happy and satiated. Are willing to work with us through all the crap.
I
You
wonder
know?
who's gonna start on. I think the most expensive thing on here is the wine. 7 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Let's think with Bucky. We should work from the bottom up.
The shittiest to the strongest.
We can start with beer.
Oh, beer before liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, in the clear. We got to start strong, maybe.
Where does wine land in that list?
More like beer, but kind of in the middle.
Mine's usually stronger.
Maybe we start with the liquor and work our way down, so we're not too hungover.
Oh, you're gonna be hungover no matter what. The only person who's not gonna be hungover is Faith.
Faith.
She won't get intoxicated.
in mint because he doesn't drink.
The only way she can get intoxicated is if this place sold, like, I guess, marijuana or anything else that was related to a different kind of hallucination.
Or straight poison.
Oh, poison would probably do it, but it might give bad side effects.
Brad
Mint, you're not
starts
drinking
singing.
to a fallen comrade.
Liber starts pouring shots of different kinds of wine.
Or just mix it all up together into some
Okay.
abomination.
If I was gonna drink one drink in Bucky's honor, what should that be?
I feel like
I
you
see
would
the
like
house
an.
rum.
I feel like you would be more kin to a nice classier wine. Something with a little more depth.
He'll go for the rum, unless there was anything cheaper.
Okay, pour me a glass of the wine, please.
You pop the cork, and as it pops, as it fizzles a little bit, as you begin to pour the wine, easily
It's
enough.
the Riesling, so it's fruity.
Ooh, tasty. I'm not much of a wine drinker, so I'm not a connoisseur for that stuff. I like my beers and my shots.
Yeah, I
What
can't say
everybody
I've ever
gets
gotten one.
excited about? This is fruity. It's like juice.
Juice.
That means you can drink more of it.
Yeah, well, keep on drinking.
Give him the bottle. Let him enjoy it as he would like.
Oh, he's gonna be intoxicated.
Hopefully, you get the feels. That's what you get from this. It's not how it tastes. Tasting good is just a bonus. It's what you get from it afterward.
After talking about it, he sits there for a minute and he's like, whoa. So if I drink more, it makes it more intense?
Yes.
Extremely.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, pour me a second one.
Keep them coming.
Oh.
Puts that bottle right in front of him because we opened it just for him. Stuffing some potato wedges in my mouth, contemplating some soup, but probably just gonna drink and eat extra potato wedges.
So, while we're here drinking and having a good time, I thought I'd bring up the elephant in the room. Any of us going to make use of any of Buggy's gear?
I have no use for his puny weapons.
Ooh, this wine stuff's good. I'll take the dogs. What could happen? What could go wrong? I'll take the dogs. Give me another glass.
Lots of water this time.
I'll carry on his rapier if that's okay. I'll just.
Hey, now, Bucky would not allow water at this table.
Okay, fair enough. But I have no use, and I encourage everybody to take what they need.
So you won't be needing my sword anymore, Alfie?
Not that I don't need it. I just think it's probably best if I keep his sword, keep his legacy alive, and that means you can move that enchantment somewhere where others might use it. Maybe Pax
Excellent.
or someone else.
Excellent. He snaps his fingers, and you hear a sizzling sound as the enchantments on your sword burn up. It's still a long sword.
You know, you could have waited.
Well, a wizard never waits once he gets approval. He starts on his business immediately. He starts to crack his knuckles, and he pulls out a wand and a staff, and starts working on it at the table.
If you make something like weird and confusing because you're so drunk, like you're just building some weird concoction. It's like, I don't know what this thing does, but I will use it.
But it's
Yeah,
gonna be
Mint
cool.
shaves hairless, so you can put like eyebrows on him and a mustache and all that kind of fun stuff.
Seems to be going great.
Mischievous pixies. Fairies. Whatever she is.
I'm a fairy.
What's the difference between pixies and fairies? Is it just like a size thing?
It's actually a sub race.
I believe we asked this question to her, and she said it was a touchy subject. Am I right, Fayfine? Looks up from his enchanting for a second.
We don't talk about pixies at this table.
Okay.
There, doesn't Mint look beautiful now?
Well, you.
She's a lesson to be learned, man.
He sure is a lightweight. But I guess that happens if you've never really drank before.
Gives him some bread to eat.
You are all carrying him back to the House of Convalescence.
I'll help.
That's the robot's job.
I could have Clunk do it. And finished. And he, can I make like a Arcana check to see how nice this thing looks?
Are you drunk?
I've had 2 drinks so far.
Oh, you're not drunk. Alright, let me just roll Arcana.
16. I guess I could use a flash of genius and I'll make it a 21. And I hand over to Fafine. It's a cherry blossom staff. It's a enhanced focus. Let me see if I can post it up in the chat. I don't know exactly how you add that to your character sheet, Fafine, but it adds a +1 to your attack rolls with spells and your saving throws with spells.
Labyrinth, you didn't have to.
Oh. Most of the time, a wizard doesn't do things because he has to. He does things because he wants to and he can. But I did want to, so. And I'm more interested to see how your spellcasting actually progresses. I haven't met many people that don't use a spellbook like myself.
It's an innate ability.
I still have to study and still have to imbue things with enchantments for me to really culminate magical energy, so that's impressive. If you keep this on you, it should attune to you. I don't know if it I don't think it requires a...
It requires attunement as a slot.
Once it attunes to you, it should attune to your size and accordingly.
So you gave her a wand, I'm guessing? Or staff?
It's a staff.
Alright, it's pretty awfully big for her as she has in her hands.
Over an hour, it just slowly shrinks.
Pretty bad.
Cherish it forever.
Ruhad. Or Min, sorry.
Oh, I say we call it a night and
Yeah, what time
getting home.
Are we meeting up tomorrow?
Well,
The
okay.
usual breakfast time?
Yeah, and then we have the funeral, and then we meet up with the guy on the card, right? And I show everybody the card. Everybody got card, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
No.
Well,
But bets to check out.
I mean, there's all 6 of us there. Can't be in too much danger, especially in the city.
Okay.
and honestly, we can't let somebody who has enough information on us to find all of our locations, especially mine, to be honest, and leave us calling cards. We can't let someone like that run around.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not hard to find at the shield bearers, but Labyrinth, you are kind of weird about that.
It's not that weird.
He's homeless.
I feel like he's a pretty noticeable figure in the area.
But only probably you guys know that I'm building a shop, and that's where I found it.
That is true.
As far as everyone else knows, I should be homeless and unemployed until my shop's done in a couple of days.
Speaking of homeless and unemployed, hey Brad, how much paperwork you got?
Oh, 30 pages, normal report, and like 20 more just because of Bucky. You're right. Oh,
Daffy's a pain in the ass.
yeah, but my lieutenant says he has no more jobs. We beat everything. There's just nothing more for us to beat
Right now.
right now. And then he gave me the card. So he thinks it good for me to go. I trust his judgment.
Wait, you got yours from the commander? Ours was like under our pillow. It's very strange.
Okay, so out of game, Red. You had given me a card while I was with Lieutenant. Was that the one, or was it the
Yes,
one that
everybody has the same card. Yes, correct. And you're the only one who actually had a person who knew about this individual, as they saw fit to give these cards out.
Yeah. So yeah, my lieutenant said I should talk to them, cause like we just so powerful. I flex my arms.
Hey Brad.
I'm drunk, so I like kind of punch myself in the process.
Hey Brad. I don't think we're as powerful. We're not as powerful as you think we are.
No, we like fix many places. Some ghosts, some miners in the thing. Like we take on the city stuff, and like I don't know. We've been around. We're strong.
Sure we are, buddy. Sure we are.
You're right. Let's yeah, let's head on out of here.
Indeed. Let's leave.
Okay, so I would totally try and help get Mint back to the House of Convalescence, but we gotta be here, like l- break of dawn.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
he's gonna wake up at the break of dawn.
and
Then is there like an inn here we can stay?
Yeah. You can get like the best inn if you want. How much money you want? You know, that's the thing. Like the most expensive inn here is about 5 gold a night, but you get like a tub, you get a nice bed, you get kind of all the galore. Plus, you get a masseuse as well.
Pay 55 gold? No, 60 gold for everybody to get their own room.
That'll be 30 gold.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
stay in the House of Convalescence. I don't see the need to waste the money.
Foot rubs.
You mean you don't want
I'll,
a massage?
I'll take it.
I'll take
But
it. Well,
above game, is anybody gonna take? We got a ring of cold resistance, right?
Yes.
Is anybody gonna take that? And is anybody gonna take the adamantine chain shirt?
Thought Mint was gonna take the chain shirt.
We'll
um,
take the chain shirt if you can.
Alright.
I'll take the ring of cold resistance, I guess.
Okay.
It's a ring of warmth, but it gives you cold resistance.
Okay.
You can search it up on the compendium and drag it into your inventory on roll 20.
and who has the stone to control Earth Elemental?
I think
Alfie.
Alfie has it. He figured it out.
Fair enough. I just had notes that I had those things, but not who had them.
It's a powerful item. Let's summon a freaking elemental
Yeah.
once a day.
I'm
Pretty dope.
excited. I'm usually stingy with using spells, so
That's like a.
hopefully I'll use it when it matters.
That's like a free like 5th level spell.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, I have a 5th level spell.
No.
And the rest of my spells are 1st level.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Brad would probably stay with Mint only because who knows what will happen. Make sure he's sleeping on his side. Got a pillow prop behind him. All that jazz.
Yeah, I have the room to myself tonight.
So I'm
Yeah, I'll
paying
take.
20 gold.
I'll go with you. Are you paying?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Pax will enjoy a nice night in a room that's not the bunkhouse.
Enjoy a nice foot massage.
Order a lot of
Brad
room
would totally
service.
go with Bayfiend for that. But they have big bugbear feet, and so they're kind of laughing at them, kind of cringing.
Oh yeah, it's like probably like a lot of calluses and stuff, but they give you the full treatment. They even cut your nails and everything.
Huh.
While I drink some wine.
Or too gross.
And I'll take Bucky's +1 dagger.
Yeah, you might as well use it, you know? If you don't use it, you can always just sell it.
Yeah. Maybe item I'll put up maybe for sale in my shop.
Shop.
Your shop.
Well, with you as a shopkeeper, you can set your own prices. You don't have to go by my prices. It just comes down to if people want to buy it or not. Alright. As you guys begin to finish your drinks, food, get tired, obviously Fafine, you're not drunk, but you're maybe getting to the point of no return of sleepiness. It's a lot different than the Feywilds. Feywilds has a different time cycle here. Get your pamper on. You eventually get to your rooms, as it's a lavishing room. Get your even a nice silk bathrobe to use. Got a nice tub there, rose petals. Have a nice big bed. And you have a beautiful view of the diamond in the distance. You guys want to do anything before you head to bed?
Nothing in particular.
Alright. You guys eventually take your long rest. Feels strange and weird, obviously. Not hearing Bucky in the background of every conversation, of every reckless act. But his memories still store deep within your hearts. He's probably happy and appeased.
Brad enjoys big fluffy bed and just looking after Mint. Make sure that I put all the extra bottles in my bag because Bucky would have liked that too. So if we didn't empty a bottle, it's in my bag. Like we put the cork in or whatever it is.
Okay.
I say I have like 2 liquor and 3 wine bottles or something from that a huge list.
Alright. So for those individuals that had exposed themselves to alcohol last night and got themselves drunk purposely, you can roll a con save. For those that didn't purposely get drunk, you don't have to roll one. Wow, Mint's pretty...
Surprisingly fine.
Yeah, for the first time not drinking. He just has the runs, or not runs, or he has the unzip multiple times to get all that fluid
A
out of him.
little indigestion, some what is that? GERD, gastro reflux.
Mud butt.
You guys do this on purpose? Oh my god, this is what Bucky did every night? This is horrible.
To be fair, I think Bucky was just in a permanent state of intoxication, so he never actually had many hangovers.
I don't care for this.
You can't be
God,
hungover if you never sober up.
if you say so, but this just hurts.
You don't look that bad.
Actually, you look at him and you notice that he's normally clean shaved, but he tried to shave himself this morning, and it's like, big paths that he missed, and there's cuts, band-aids all over him. He looks pretty rough. You're kind. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll go to the breakfast place and meet all everybody else.
Mm-hmm. I see Labyrinth's already down there eating breakfast.
Ditto.
Bayfiend's down there eating with him.
I get dizzy just walking here. I can't believe you guys do this to yourselves all the time.
Well, you can use magic to get rid of all the side effects, to be honest. That's what I do.
It's cheating, but I mean, teach their own.
Blessings of Mr. are meant to be used for anything. That's why she made them.
That's why I normally reserve drinking for celebrations.
Did it taste good? Did you have fun? Did we celebrate Bucky? Yes, yes, yes. It was a successful night.
I think I celebrated Bucky. I don't know that I had much fun. I don't really remember what happened. I woke up in some strange bed and I don't.
It was a pretty comfy bed, though, wasn't it?
I mean, it was. I can't deny it. It was a good waking up experience.
As far as first experiences go, I think you had a pretty good one, man.
I don't know. I'm glad to have celebrated Bucky, but I can't understand you guys' fascination with that stuff.
That's fair.
Oh, we gotta get going, guys. We gotta get to the passage of respite and whatnot. Gotta take care of Bucky. Send him off. Got appointment or important meeting at noon.
Alright, let's head out.
Let's go.
Alright.
Follow the wizard.
Do it.
Alright. You guys eventually make your way towards the send off. It's over here at this building. Where it was last time. As the crystal eventually has encased Bucky into an impenetrable kind of crystal that cannot be shattered by only spells, maybe a disintegrate or such can destroy it. As you can see him in this rather beautiful white crystal. If you have anything left to say to your friend, you will be shot out into the radiant citadel, far into the distance of the reaches, unbared by even mankind.
I will say a few words.
I've never seen him this sober.
The Labyrinth chuckles.
He's got like rosy cheeks. They put like a nice makeup on him.
Yeah, he finally looks at peace. Good for him. And they'll say a few kind words about Bucky and how he's finally at rest and peace and can bury those demons of his past, and that he is ready to carry on through the deep waters and meet his fate. Ready for the Spock shot.
Brad would get up and walk towards. I've only known Bucky a few months, but he has been a great friend. He was there through thick and thin. Sometimes I had to kind of keep him from drinking and keep on task, but he was a good guy. He was so caring and truly surprised me with how good he was with the kid at the place that had the kid in the saloon. Zen. Zen.
Zinda? Oh, she's disconnecting. Her
Yep.
mics.
Her mic's being.
Yeah, she's having issues.
Yeah, so it was good to get to know him. I wish I got to know him more, but I hope you're at peace.
He was loud, obnoxious, never followed orders, and a drunk. He was the best friend an old man could have.
We'll
And
never forget you, Bucky.
I didn't know him long, but he seemed like a nice guy.
It is to you, Anubis, that we cast his soul, and that we hope you return him, and that Kellenbar can guide his fate. Bucky, find that peace you never found in life. Boom.
Anybody else?
Rob doesn't have much to say.
As you watch the crystal eventually set into place as it fires up like a missile into the sky, disappearing forever.
Are we all in agreement that we're going to take this meeting with this weird guy leaving the cards?
I mean, he knows enough about us to leave us all cards. And, so I think it's better we
We
find out
wish
who
to
this
ignore
guy
it.
is.
But fine, let's go.
How long is that from now?
do we have time for lunch?
For lunch? You were supposed to meet him
Just
for
for
lunch.
breakfast.
Yeah, the
Second
funeral would have
breakfast?
taken some time.
What are you, hobbits?
Yeah, it would have taken us some time. I'd say you probably have like 30 minutes before you have to meet the individual. The location is the Palace of Exiles. It's not.
So let's start heading over
All we
there.
have is a half hour. Meant
Yeah, you can grab like a quick snack or something.
Okay.
You'd have to go all the way around, but you can just move yourself there.
Sorry, Brad. Ah!
As you guys eventually make your way there, give me 1 second, actually. You guys begin to make your way there eventually. You do see somebody at the kind of gates, kind of rather dressed up, glasses, kind of in a suit if anything. As he's just kind of like the bouncer, if anything. There's like a gate kind of blocking it. He looks at you guys, his eyes glow a little red. Almost reminds you of Terminator as he looks at you, scanning you a little bit.
Flash the card I have.
As he looks at the rest of
I
you.
would do the same.
Yeah, we start flashing our cards.
Right. Right this way. He presses a button as it opens up. As you see the door doesn't open up, you can see the below where your feet are opens up as you see an elevator coming up.
Oh.
Step on.
Fancy.
I step on.
Brad's pretty gobsmacked, but yeah.
Yeah, Pax will walk onto it.
Same.
Stepping on.
As he presses the button, he launches you down like a roller coaster, as you're going really fast. As the door closes behind you, as it's pitch black, as you just see lights everywhere flickering around the vicinity, as you're heading deep into the tunnels. As it almost feels like you're going deep, as it's about maybe even beyond 500 feet to the ground. So it eventually stops. As the door is open for you, as you see different colorations, metal, as you see things in vials and test tubes, human, non-human, as you begin to almost see like kind of a treadmill that moves on its own accord, as you can step on it. It's almost like an escalator kind of thing.
I'm gonna take an action and draw my shield.
All right.
Same.
I hate the
You
escalator.
do see
Like,
kind of like sensors everywhere, kind of looking at you. It's just like little like mechanical things.
I am astounded. Can I make it? Yeah. Damn, Brad.
What are you trying to investigate, Brad?
I had mentioned I was trying to investigate the escalator thing, the moving thing. It totally freaks Brad out.
Oh, the moving thing. As you look at
Yeah,
it,
so sniffing it and like.
it smells mechanical.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it too. Like it's like a cat or dog investigating a new object, just seeing what I can.
As you investigate it, you notice quickly underneath of you, the tile moves you up and actually pushes you onto it as you are forcefully on there. As you're like wobbling a little bit as you're moving forward.
Not an escalator, it's a conveyor.
Conveyor, sorry, my apologies. Conveyor belt as it moves you through the tunnel. As you do see just different kinds of assortments of buildings, contraptions, inventions, vials. You can even see things in cryogenic, kind of frozen in time.
There seems to be some kind of wizard's laboratory of some sort.
As you eventually get to the end of the rope, seeing fit, you do see an individual there waiting. As he looks at you kind of strangely, as he seems fit, but look at this car looking back and forth and waiting upon a station, seeing fit around a rather around circle, as there's an empty pit hole that leads further down into this establishment. Above you, it is like a dome, as you see kind of glass and like basically screens, as it's indicating multiple locations around the world, even locations you've been at and places where you've lived. As you can see, they have locations and recordings of locations that they have been, and it looks like they've been watching closely. As you see this individual, I would love our new character to introduce themselves as they're waiting currently.
Not a problem. So, in the corner, you see what appears to be a humanoid rabbit, standing at about 5'5" tall. He has perfect posture and has the arrogant type of scowl and nose in the air type face that it looks like someone is holding a piece of poop under his nose. He has a dark gray silk shirt with gold trim and buttons, and a fine gray wool set of breeches, and a fancy coat made of royal purple dyed wool with gold trims and buttons, and a wool tri-cape made of purple and gold trimmed heavy wool. There is a dragon skin bound book hanging from his belt, and on the other side is a ornate scabbard holding a gold hilted rapier. Um, on his gloved hand, he has perched a grayish white owl. He looks up as the group enters, and he does a single sniff.
Um, are you the one that was supposed to be meeting here?
Is that
You
the
show
taco?
Labyrinth will walk up to him and show him. Are you T.A.D.S.S.?
I actually, again. I am Lord Leopold Shadowdusk.
Oh Lord, didn't know I was speaking to nobility.
Was it not apparent?
uh, well, most people around here really aren't nobility. Titles in the Radiant Citadel really don't come by very often.
Yes, well, I am not your benefactor. I, in fact, have received a similar card.
Hmm. Well, it seems that we may be working in tandem.
Lovely.
Pax kind of reaches in and attempts to pet his head.
Who does?
Pax does.
He is met with an immediate smacking of his hand.
Hey, I just wanted to see if you were as soft as you looked.
I assure you I am. Now keep your paws off me. What is that foul odor?
I thought it was you.
He starts heading towards Brad.
Not cool to pet the hairy people.
It might be me. I'm sorry.
He starts wiggling his fingers at Brad as various pieces of dirt are cleaned out of his fur.
Oh,
Finally,
thank
he
you.
reaches into his pouch and pulls out a small bottle and starts spraying cologne all over Brad.
Bath and bedroom last night.
Ugh. And he just walks away.
Are you a wizard, Mr. Leopold?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Ha! Where did you go to school at?
I studied at the Dwemercore Academy.
Hmm.
And yourself?
Huh. Um. In Academy the First, inside of the land of Purbleton, I believe it is.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's pretty exclusive to people who aren't they, to be honest. I'm not surprised. But I've heard of your school. It's pretty prestigious.
Yes, it is. Taught by Hallister himself.
Huh. I will love to learn from another wizard and love to have you in our company.
Yes. At least there'll be at least one intelligent person to have a conversation with.
Don't count on it. A couple of us are quite thrilling at conversation. And he points to that one over there, actually, and he points to Fafine, is quite the linguist.
Hmm. A Fey.
And a practitioner of the arcane arts.
I have found that most Fey tend to be hedge wizards at best.
Oh. Well, I'd love to see how your magic matches up with our young protege over there, Fafine, then.
Yes, we shall see.
He's really asking for it, isn't he, Brad?
Go for it. We're not on the clock.
So I take it none of you have any idea who left your cards as well?
Obviously not if we thought it was you.
Hmm.
Will our benefactor reveal himself?
You begin to hear like little mechanical things moving up in the ceiling. So you see these like diamonds that are attached to them as they kind of go into almost a figure eight of lights begin to dive into each other as they kind of go almost like a prison. As you do see kind of around the vicinity of the hole, you do kind of see a hologram begin to appear. As you can see, it kind of almost like a rather just giant head look towards you as it kind of looks towards everybody here. Well, well, well. Seems fit you got the card. Welcome to
What?
the Royal Diamond Secret Service. You were chosen here today on your skills of your background checks and the experience of the people who dwell in the Radiant Citadel. Beyond that measure, your back history from where you come from. As you can see, we have located every destination, every point in time you've lived and dwelled, and what you've done in your life. We are a secret service beyond the Royal Diamond. Nobody has heard of us, and nobody will. We've come all the way here, seeming fit you were interested, seeing fit, and we have rather insight one another. It just seems fit you like to help people out, and you've done a very, very good job on it. And we like, well, I like, honestly, to hire you all on as members, of course. That you'll have to go through a trial first before I can see fit that you're material for the Secret Service.
Yes, yes, yes. Trials, yada, yada, yada. What exactly will we be doing?
Oh, you'll see soon enough. But I'd like you to introduce one another, seeming fit you'll we be working together upon this mission, this trial. As you watch like a little like a beacon open up as it begins expanding a little bit further, as you see red light begin to glow, as you do see a miniature size of the Concord Jewel embedded into it, as it looks like a teleport pad. Well, I should be off for now. Toodles, as you watch the little diamonds disappear as this big visage disappears like it was never there. As you do see, like, eventually one of the screens kind of props up towards this kind of beacon itself, as it says, "Location: volcanic region of Telepak." As it begins to specify a little bit of the area region, as you see the region is a jungle. You see it's in fire. You see volcanoes erupting. Explosion everybody, people screaming as you see giant lizards and fiery creatures wreaking havoc across the entire land.
test. How bosh.
Came to us specifically, though. Has to be an
What's-
omen or a sign.
Normally,
What
I
is
set
it?
things on fire.
As you
Do we have
see,
to stop it?
you see a kind of volcanic upheaval around the entire land. As you see, the region is devastated by fires, magma, and lava. As once it was once a beautiful jungle, now slowly eradicated by fire. Fiery creatures erupting from the earth itself. As you can see, people heading towards cities and communities seeking for aid. As it almost feels like a camera showing in every little location what's going on.
This is terrible.
Good hope, guys. It is weird. Test after
Oh,
being recruited.
let's not lollygag too much. Do we just
Touch
hop
the
in?
screen.
You do, as you can see it pops up. Are you ready to arrive towards your trial? As the trial is called Trial of Destruction.
Oh. As a sound of that, I'll cast aid on myself, Brad, and Mint.
Thank you.
And I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself. Alright, let's go.
If anybody got the reference that I was trying to do. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Do you step on the pad?
Brad would.
Yes.
You get
Faithine will follow.
instantly teleported. As you do as well.
Ooh, crap.
Because eventually, one by one, each of you step on getting teleported.
Is that where we go?
As it seems fit, it's locating you into a direction where you're most needed aid and assistance. As they're seeming to teleport you in a rather strange, kind of jungle-esque place. As you hear in your heads, the robot kind of speaking in your head, a little bit of a very feminine voice comes out forth. You must defend and aid all the city, and all hostile elemental creatures must be destroyed or fended off. As you hear that. As you eventually get teleported in, it almost feels like this doesn't feel real. But as soon as you arrive here, you quickly find yourself in a new kind of foreign territory. You see smoke, you see fire everywhere, as you're in the middle of the jungle.
Trees tall enough that I can climb.
Do you go for it right away? That's the first thing you go for?
No, I would look at them. I'd just like, I've been looking for a jungle to use my skills at.
Yeah, you do see a lot of jungle trees. They're all spaced out, but you see a lot of fires too. And
I
lots of
think
smoke.
the bloody teleported us off. There is no town here.
There was. Let's check the burning places.
Yeah, I'll do an investigation check to see if I can see any tracks.
As you guys hear screaming right away. In the distance, you hear people
We should probably head this
screaming
way.
and running as you hear fire and smoke. As people are running away, do you follow that screaming?
Yes.
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 Leopold starts walking in that direction.
I try and get in the trees.
All right. As the road weaves through the stretch of rainforest, the flanking of the deep valley, drawing you near towards a town in the distance. As you see past the bend and the smoke rising through the trees, a shout rings out and overturned wagons lie on roads. Throughout the smoke, you can see people being attacked by serpentine creatures wreathed in flame. As you see 3 individuals need your aid and help. As you see fire snakes and salamanders alike. As I'd like you to guys make yourselves known and wise as we will get into our first encounter.
Where would be coming?
It'd be over here. As you see from your view, you see 3 individuals are defending a wagon. It looks like it has supplies of food, flowers, and other sorts. As you do see 2 large salamanders and multiple fire snakes along its site. So I'd like you all roll initiative. You can interchange your positions if you see fit. I just placed you where I saw fit for the time being.
I don't see myself out there yet.
Oh, I didn't take you out.
But we do have a buckthorn.
Oh, Bucky? Goodbye, Bucky.
He's with you in spirit.
Buffy and Leopold. Yeah, we can use them both.
Would have been in like this tree, if possible.
Sure.
Okay, those are kind of cute. Not that much.
Let me... No, we're moving, so you guys are stuck in this place now.
I was late to my roll.
It's okay.
Oh.
I'm not the only one.
Oh my god.
What? Oh my god. A lot of them?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of them rolled before us.
I mean, if you think about it, we're technically the first one on the list.
Did anybody get a crit?
Nope.
Alright, the fire snake. Alright. This thing is hissing as it begins to move actually in your direction. It'll action dash its way. Alright, Faithy.
Alright, I'm going to chill touch the one that just moved in front of Clunk
Sure.
and miss.
That's a miss. As you can see, you can tell like there's like a little like droid following you as it's taking every of your feedback, as it's kind of seeing how you work together. This one will move towards Pax. It's gonna make 2 attacks, a bite and a tail attack. 11 and a 7 is a miss. As the salamander begins to make its descent, as it sees fit to move in your direction. It will use 2 spears out of its kind of back as it begins to pull it out, as it begins to engulf with fire on the tip, as it will attack Brad in the trees. 18 to hit and a 17 to hit.
Armor class is now 18, so one of them hit.
Alright, you take 10 piercing and 4 fire damage. Alright, Brad.
As far as updating my character sheet, I'm going to go ahead and jump from my high elevation with my spear double-handed and land on the guy in the north of the two.
Alright. That's a hit.
I'm going to follow it up with a spear
As you
strike.
pierce this little creature, it does engulf fire back towards you. And as it spews out some blood, as the fire hurts you. For 2 points of fire damage. As its blood is made of fire.
Fun times. That I'm going to go ahead and do the same still and spear it for my secondary attack. Oh no,
Oh, you're
I'm
still up
still
there?
just.
There's
Oh no, I dropped, but
you
I'm at
dropped.
the same. I don't
Oh, okay,
want
you're
to
just
get
staying
closer.
there. Okay, my apologies.
Yeah.
Oh, so no, you wouldn't take the damage then, no. Then heal that 2 hit points back.
Yeah, because Brad has reach.
Correct, but
Yeah, I'm using it.
yeah, so you're hitting it as you kill it. The blood just sprays out of fire as it begins to burn the grass. As it eventually disappears, the fire snake disappears from this material world.
Use a bonus action and use a key point to double attack with my unarmed attack on this guy, though.
Okay. A natural 1 is a miss, but the 22 is a hit. A punch.
I'm gonna be very happy where I'm at, supporting my friends. Actually, probably gonna step up here and go from there.
Okay. Fire snake. Action dash towards you. Fire snake will eventually start to move here. Action dash. Guards begin to kind of just stay put, trying to get their assessments and seeing fit to kind of begin to potentially repack their belongings. Mint.
Alright, Mint is gonna try some new shit.
Birch guardians around you. Okay.
They come out like spectral jackals, these taper-eared dogs, bobtailed, spinning in circles around it. Move up to there. And that will be his turn.
Okay. Fire snake will action dash towards Brad. You can stand on it if you want, if you don't want it to come closer to you. Actually, no, I think it's when they run away from you. My apologies, the other way around.
Correct. Or attack someone else.
Amiali is going to... She'll do a guiding bolt to help. Well, the one in front of her. 20 to hit for 12 radiant.
Me?
Nope. She's not killing you. She's your she's the people that you're helping.
Beautiful.
This one is moving to you, Brad. It's gonna bite you. Tail you. 10 and a 15, they're both misses. Snake will move here. It's going to actually attack Pax. 21 and a 12.
21 hits.
Alright, take 2 piercing and 4 fire. What are you gonna do, Pax?
Let's see. Guess I will attack the hurt one first.
Okay. That's a hit. It's hurt. It's not dead, but it does do fire damage to you. For 2 points of fire damage, it splashes back at you.
Alright, he's going to attack it again.
Okay. That's a hit. As you vanquish it, it does spew some more fire damage every time you hit it. For 1 point of fire. You'll have to roll me 2 con saves. You're fine.
Alright, and that's all my turn.
Alright, Lord Leopold!
Alrighty. So I will bonus action activate my blade song, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will attack the one directly to my west.
That's a hit. You did Booming Blade?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't hear it, sorry.
Oh, sorry. And then I will
Alright,
go
so
ahead.
it's gonna splash some fire at you.
Okay.
For 5?
Alright. And then I will stab him again.
Alright, you kill it. As it disappears, it does splash a little bit more fire, but you eventually vanquish the creature back into its material world. For 1 point of fire.
Got it. And that is it for now.
Alright. Snake will move towards Ollie. 10's a miss, 15 is a hit for 8 points of damage. Big boy coming in. He's going to pick between 2 of you. It will go for Clunk, because it's going to use its fiery spears. 19 and 9.
9 misses, 19 hits.
Alright, takes 13 piercing and 3 fire.
Ooh.
So he's going to action dash right there. Alright, Labyrinth.
Alright, I'm going to take the attacker op and get away from this guy.
Alright, he's going to attack.
He has disadvantage because of Clunk.
Alright, 12 is a miss.
Alright. And I will see the one way over there harassing those people. And I will take a shot at that one.
Alright. Go for it, advantage. Nice, it hits, kills it. Probably. Let's see the damage first. Yeah, it's dead.
And I'll take a shot at this one next.
This one?
Uh-huh.
That's a hit. It destroys it. Disappears.
Now I have the bonus action. I have Clunk punch this guy right here.
Okay.
13.
13's a miss.
Alright. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright.
Forward. And we're gonna take a slash with this one. Leave Bucky's rapier is kind to me.
26 is hit. Shing. Alright, so you
11
take 5
piercing.
points of fire damage as it reacts back to you.
I don't like this. I'm still gonna take the second attack.
That's a hit. As you kill it, as the blood just sprays on you again one more time. For 6.
Oof. Bonus action, I am going to give myself a shield of faith.
Okay.
And that's it.
Oops, sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, no, I pressed it too, no worries. Davey.
Alright. I am going to cast Chill Touch again on this guy.
Okay.
Maybe we'll hit it.
26 is a hit.
There we go.
For 10, it can't regenerate. Alright, this thing is going to move forward. A little bit around the block. As it looks towards Fafine, it will chuck 2 spears at her. With disadvantage, of course, 17 and 11.
17 hits.
Alright, take 12 piercing and 6 fire.
A lot of people. Go ahead and attack this guy.
Okay.
Two-handed with the spear.
That's a hit. Does
Second attack.
bleed off some more fire damage for 5. That's a hit for 7. Still alive, as it bleeds up more fire for 4. So 9 points of fire damage to you.
Got it. And bonus action, I'm going to smack the guy to my north.
Okay. 15's a hit for 8, as you take more fire damage.
Even with a smack, not a pierce.
It doesn't matter, it's melee attacks only. Their
Noted.
blood is fire. As soon as you hit them, and you hit them, they spray blood.
Got it.
It's like touching like a stove. It's freaking hot. These are like the bane of most people's existence to fight. These things are annoying for melee. Alright, this one is going to pick targets between 2, and is going to pick packs. 2 attacks.
Starts off in my realm.
Yes, my apologies. Yeah, I forgot about that. Wisdom save, right? 15.
And it's 15.
Alright, it takes half as much. Roll me the damage. Alright, so 4. Uh, 21 to hit and a natural 1.
The 21 hits.
Alright, take 3 piercing and 6 fire. Roll me a con save as well. Alright, your Shield of Fate disappears. Alright, Mint.
Okay, so at the start of my turn, everybody within inside takes damage, right?
No, and until their turn, they take it. That's how it works.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna advance the cube a little bit.
Yeah, so the more you go in, the more targets you can get on their turn.
Take a 5-foot step to make sure I avoid that guy and get into that spot.
Okay.
You're on top of me.
Yeah, you're on top of them, the money.
Off to the side.
Boing, get off of me.
Ah, you're so small and cute. Never mind.
Azent.
Alright, never mind. Won't go there. And that's my turn.
Okay. This fire snake is going to nip. We'll see it between the bunny or. No, it's going for Brad.
At the start of his turn, he has to take that damage, doesn't it?
Yes, my apologies. Keep forgetting about that. 17. Give me the half as much damage, please. Or just roll me the damage so I can have it. Halved, still alive, very hurt though. So it's gonna take Brad. Natural 1 and an 18 to hit. For 4 points of
18
bludgeoning.
hits.
4 points of bludgeoning and 4 fire.
Got it.
And, she is going to move forward, seeing fit. She is going to do a guiding bolt on the one next to you. .25 to hit for 11 radiant damage. It's lit up. Alright, this one has to roll as well. Probably gonna die, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Roll me the damage. Mint. Alright, it's dead. Destroy it. Pax.
Alright, Pax gonna attack this one.
Okay. The hurt one?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
You annihilate it. As it does 5 fire damage to you.
Alright, I'm gonna attack this one. My second attack.
Alright. 11 to miss.
Alright, and that will end my turn.
Alright. Leo.
There. Booming blade.
You kill it. With ease, as you take 1 point of fire.
Alright. Then I will 1, 2, 3 attack this one.
Okay. 17 is a hit for 12.
And then I will bunny hop
Boing.
back to there.
Nice. Roll attack block.
And that's it for me.
Alright, this thing is gonna move slowly closer to Alfie. So it looks towards you. It speaks in Primordial. Do you understand Primordial?
Do not.
Alright, you don't know what it says. As it looks towards you with aggression, it's gonna try to kill you. It's gonna use its weapon.
Try.
First attack has disadvantage because the clunk's right there.
Yep, it's gonna use its tail attack on him first. Misses with a 15. As it rotates its spear two-handed and tries to jab you with it. 22 to hit.
Just match.
Alright, you take 8 piercing and 3 fire.
That was just a piercing by 3.
And fire snake. That's a roll wisdom save.
Yeah, well, you a con save.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Alright. It did fail as it takes 21, as it's nearly dead. So we'll look at Clunk and try to attack him.
Alrighty.
An 18 and 9.
19 hits.
It's 18, sorry.
18 hits.
Alright, so 4 piercing and 5 fire.
Alright.
Clunk's slowly melting away. It's turning into a sculpture.
Poor Clunk. He's always taking a beating. Alright. I'm going to take a shot at this guy right here.
Big one? Okay.
And Mr. Big Guy.
That's a hit.
Load up again and take another.
That's a miss.
And I will use my. No, that probably still won't hit. Never mind.
So roll that.
19.
Alright.
And Clunk will try to finish this one off.
Alright. That's it.
The 22.
It kills it, as it does 4 points of fire to him.
Alright.
So all the fire snakes are dead.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Alfie.
Why did Clunk die?
I don't know. He did too much hit points on him.
Bonus action, I am going to try to knock that thing down.
Alright.
Oh, damn.
14, alright, let's see.
was
12,
pretty
it gets
low.
knocked down.
Suck it! Swinging.
Rapier, that's it. Alright, you stab into it, it does do fire damage to you. Or 7.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's a bigger boy.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that. But I thought the bunny hop does that as well. It lets you.
Let me give you a con save for fire damage.
You're fine.
We're probably gonna swing again.
Alright, that's a hit.
For 12.
You take 11 points of fire. As your thing is gone.
Alright.
Hey,
Worst timing ever.
Yeah, it's just gonna get harder now since you guys are so high level.
Alright, I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna go ahead and try to chill touch big doofus here.
Alright. It's a range attack. It'll be disadvantaged because it's prone. 15 is a hit though. So 4 points of damage instead of the crit. Alright, this thing is going to keep chucking. It's going to chuck a spear. Oh, let's see who it picks on target. Between the 4 of you. It is going for Mint, I believe.
I sentinel that.
With the he's using a range attack.
The creature within 5 feet of you makes a
You're not within 5 feet at all.
Okay, and that token, like, my reach is that long,
15
so
feet.
it feels like I should. Okay.
You're almost there, yeah. But he's not moving forward. He's using like spear attack, so it'd have disadvantage. Yes, correct. So if you were closer, you could actually impede them to be disadvantaged.
Next time.
He misses both hits, 9
My
and a
spear
12.
too.
The spear's sadly only has 5 feet of reach.
No problem.
Making my step, got my spear, and I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay. That's a good hit.
Another crit.
Yep. 15's a hit as well.
Oh, it is awesome. I did have 8, so I was gonna use that if I need it. Bonus action. Smacking him down.
Alright, that's a good one.
I'm gonna kind of just shift a little bit more.
Okay.
Coming between everybody.
Alright. Mint.
So we got some decisions. The new guys or Brad? We're gonna go all Brad. And roll the dead of this motherfucker.
Okay. Wisdom save. Natural 20. Succeeds.
Okay, so don't do shit. End of turn.
She is going to keep helping you. She's like, you can just see her in the distance running towards you as she will use another guiding bolt towards the one you're attacking. 17 to hits for 14 radiant as it's lit up. Pax. You get advantage either way. Either one prone or one lit up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the prone one.
15's a hit.
I'm gonna throw Divine Smite on it.
Okay. Alright, as it bleeds, it sprays out some fire towards you for 5 points of fire each.
Alright. Do my second attack.
That's a hit, 24.
Gonna throw Divine Smite on that as well.
Alright. Still alive, but very hurt. Okay. 4 points of fire.
Is that on my turn?
Alright.
Could you give me an owl, please? I keep forgetting about this little bastard.
Oh, you have it out now? Okay, give me a second. I have to get one. You would have to roll it into its own initiative.
I thought
It goes by its
Oh,
own
yeah.
initiative, correct?
it does. Okay. All right, I'll leave it out for this combat then.
Okay.
So I will go 1, 2, 3, and attack number 1.
Alright, first attack has advantage. .24 is a hit. Shing! As you take 7 points of fire damage back to you.
Ow!
I know, right? Pretty rude.
And then attack number 2.
That's a hit. Take another little bit more damage. It's hurt really badly now. Take the rolling 8 points of fire damage.
8. And then I will bunny hop back here.
Boing.
And that's it for me.
Alright. And Sting will stand back up. As it didn't like getting attacked, it's gonna put one attack into Pax and one attack into you, Alfie.
Attack on Pax has disadvantage.
Alright. 13's a miss as the tail tries to wrap around you and squeeze you, but it doesn't seem to help. As you dodge it out of the way, as it rotates its spear towards Alfie for a big ass miss on him.
I will take a shot at this guy right here.
Sure. That's a miss.
And then I'll take a shot at this guy right here.
That one's a hit. It's dead.
For 20.
Disappears.
And I'll command cluck 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To get in here and punch this guy.
That's a hit. Full damage. It kills
Fan
it,
force.
as it does 9 points of fire damage. So, Rods.
Clunk is hanging on.
Ends combat. Alright, we're gonna take a quick, like, 3-minute break. I have to go buy it really quickly, but we'll be back.
Word.
That splash damage was really messing us up there, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't remember
it
what
wasn't
last
that
time I
bad.
got bloodied.
Yeah, like most of the damage I took was just from me hitting stuff.
I was
Luckily,
like,
they
I'm
didn't do too
so
much
happy
damage
I'm
outside of that.
ranged.
Yeah.
It's like this time this being a caster.
What was that?
Oh, he says he misses being a caster. Have any of you guys played that game Dark and Darker?
No,
like
my
that.
son's playing it though.
What's
It's
it
kind of a,
about?
it's just like a dungeon crawler, like
My son said it was like
survival looter.
Yeah, he said it was like T.A.D.S.S, but fantasy based.
Yeah, so like there are like 6 classes to choose from, like fighter, barbarian, rogue, ranger, mage, and cleric. And you kind of like go into a dungeon with like 16 other people, with various party sizes. And then there are like mobs and chests and like loot rooms and stuff. You just like kill stuff, loot stuff, and then like extract, and then you can sell stuff or trade it to other players and whatnot.
Is it on by PC?
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's got like a free playtest going on right now.
Cool.
Oh, the deepest, darkest dungeon thing?
Yeah, Dark and Darker.
Yeah. I wanted to play it, but every time, like, I want to play it when it comes out, though. I don't want to play it when it's just, like, it's pretty, because it resets everything that you worked hard for.
It looks
Yeah.
Skyrim-y.
It's supposed to be like, what's that game, the old shooter that a lot of people played? Nobody plays it anymore.
Like T.A.D.S.S or something.
Kinda.
There's Escape from Tarkov, which
Tarkov, that's it.
a lot of people play.
Or that other one, I forgot, in the 2016, it was huge and popular.
You mean like Daisy, or not Daisy? I guess kind of Daisy-ish, but
Yes, because you can like
PUBG.
collect the gold. Yeah, PUBG, and you can collect, but except for PUBG, I think you have to keep all the money and all the stuff you find. So if you did die, you can like deck yourself out right away.
Yeah, so this one, it's very similar. Like whatever you loot in the dungeon, you can like take out, and then you can like put in your stash, and then you can use the gear you find, or sell it, or trade it to other players. The combat's not like not the craziest, but it's still pretty fun.
It's okay. Honestly, it's supposed to be very. I think they got the idea from like old school like arcades and stuff. Like Gauntlet, I think that's where they got the idea from. With four classes, and you just kind of like deck them out and whatever.
Well, it seems like our objective was to save the people here and stop all the fires.
Nice.
Excuse me, are you from around here?
She says, Yes. I'm glad you're all right. I tried to help you as best I could.
It's much appreciated. Well met.
I'm, Alimea. Pleasure to meet you.
Who's in charge here?
I am. I'm the priest here. I was bringing a cart of supplies with my 2 guards. We got attacked. The ground started erupting. Fire began to split. It has been recently worse. Countless weeks now. It doesn't seem to relent. I don't recognize you. Your individuals are different. Where do you hail from, by chance? And she looks towards you. We don't have time to talk, though. If you're here to help us get our things and belongings, and I shall guide you towards the town of Epsilon.
Of course. Everybody lend a hand.
Yep.
And I will just...
Everyone, go lend a hand.
That
Instead of
means
like
you
exactly lending a hand, I cast Tensor's floating disc
As they're putting crates and stuff as they...
as a ritual.
I think I have one, actually. I gave one to, not Bucky. God damn it, I got them mixed up now. To our Lord and Savior.
I'm gonna do lay on hands and heal myself for 17 points.
That's a small ass disc. I'll just make it bigger just for fun. Alright.
I'll summon one as well to assist.
Alright, as you guys begin to help and assist in this such itself, as you begin to look around, seeing fit upon the individual you helped upon this day, as she says, well, as she kind of like compliments you guys, as you guys obviously have done quite a job, as you do hear heavy tremors and quakes underneath your feet, as it quickly enough after the battle, it starts to shake violently. So like everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw to keep their footing. As you hear in the distance the wood splintering, the trees falling, echoing deeper in the forest, as the tremors eventually pass within 5 seconds of each other, as it does give you worry and sorrow of this place, as it almost feels like this place is being ripped apart. As you guys all manage to succeed not falling over, as her footsteps almost falls over, but she catches herself on a rock.
What the bloody hell is that?
It is... I don't know, honestly. The regions of Estelon has been suffering. Earthquakes, incursions, fiery monsters have been appearing ever since a week ago. It's been getting worse.
Archimedes, go take a look. The owl will fly up and see if it can spot anything from the air.
It sees from miles away fire everywhere. Things erupting. Volcanoes in the distance. Multiple volcanoes are appearance here as you see 2 of them erupting with lava spewing out.
And you say this started a few weeks ago?
A week ago. We had sent our best warriors about 3 days ago to go
fight
see...
the volcano?
No. To get insight. We do have Watchers of the Ashes. They are individuals that keep sight upon the realm. And, well, we brought our best warriors out front to come towards the Watchers of Ash. They dwell in the Twin Gods Observatory, close to the site of a volcano. They've been studying it for years of Ipsilon, but Ipsilon usually warns impeding earthquakes and eruptions. We sent the warriors out 3 days ago, and they had not returned since.
Well, obviously they're dead.
Which way did you send them?
I will tell you everything once we get back towards the city, where it's safe. As you kind of help her out with the boxes. As she begins to kind of look at you towards you, as she begins to kind of tell you a little bit about this place, about the jungles and the forest, as the warriors of these lands take offerings to the Gate of Illumination, a shrine of gods, in hope of rather appeasing them from the quelling earthquakes and the fires. We've been doing this for years, but now all of a sudden something seems to have been missed. Something seems wrong, as we haven't skipped over any of them. As well, it seems rather strange it's happening now. As you begin to travel, as it's a couple miles from Itzalan, the journey is proven obviously dangerous and unexpected, as it seems fit. The fires and hells of this place doesn't seem rather questionable for any warrior that's even skilled. Maybe potentially even the shield bearers had saw their fate here and not survived. As you eventually make it towards Itzalan itself, as she sees fit towards you, a gift. You will need this if you're here to help. Seeing fit, you will easily vanquish those serpent creatures like they were nothing. She opens a little box towards you and hands you 3 healing potions.
Thank you, we might need these.
Some form of fire protection might have proved more useful.
Well, we don't have the privilege here. As you see, you're in a town. A small town, if anything. As you see, people here are obviously suffering. The village is burning as they're trying to put it out and such in the distance.
So, where's this gate that you sent the other adventurers to?
Beforehand, as you do arrive in, let me give you the detail of the town itself. The town of Itzalan has seen better days. Throughout its colorful paint, stone up homes and shady tree lines, the streets are welcoming, but the air of urgency lingers over the community. Many of the stalls in the towns are paved to the center markets, are closed as locals shore up the buildings damaged by recent earthquakes and reinforce the town wall. As you see, people here have some local shops, some common goods, but not much of anything. But you could probably find a place of maybe meals or such. But seeming fit, the locals might know some more information if asked, of course. As you ask her upon where they went far to the Twin Observatory. She opens a map, as the map is very old and decrepit, but itself shows a location many miles away, as it is in this location. Across the forest, across a tally lake. It's a dangerous journey to go that far.
Are you sure of that?
Well, we might be sleeping in the forest tonight. Are you guys okay with that?
Fine by me.
Prefer not to, but if we have to.
We
I
came
don't
prepared for
suppose there's
this.
any decent inns in this town anyway.
Well, half of it's on fire, so I would suppose.
Most of it's being built and repaired itself, but you can see a lot of the buildings itself. You can hear people talking about salamanders and fire attacks as they explain a little bit in the detail in roll a perception check, actually, if you can hear these rumors or these conversations that are being led in the distance. Anybody with a 15 or higher can listen to the conversations. As one of you hear, the creatures have been attacking. The salamanders and the fire snakes Deer, they're nearing closer to the volcanoes. They usually don't attack settlements. Why are they attacking now? What did we do? As you hear the conversations, you also hear another conversation about the earthquakes. The town has recently suffered the fourth one this month. The earthquakes aren't uncommon, but it's far more than usual, happening almost every hour. As you hear another one, I've seen a fire giant. He roams the territories around Itzalan and the volcano. I would avoid him if possible. I heard the kin had been attacked by these quakes and fires. They lost their city. Now the fire giants roam across the forest and the towns itself. From your indication, there are fire giants that realm the city itself. They have their own home here. It seeming fit their home had been destroyed as well by the quakes and thunders of this place. As they usually get quakes here every few months, but that's normal for them. But the amount of quakes that are happening consistently per hour and the fire eruptions, it's not normal. As well as the elementals attacking is not normal for them. As they appease them by offerings. As it seems fit, the offerings or whatever seems to be happening is not enough. As the entire scapes of this place is on fire or erupting with earth.
I would love to meet a fire giant, you guys. I hear that their smithing techniques are above most races on the material plane.
I'd be careful saying that around any dwarves.
I heard they're incredibly irritable. You sure you could make friends with them?
Well, I would just have to slay one to inspect its metal craft. I would assume that it would have some on it. But negotiations might be on the table. But giantkin, as far as I understand, aren't much to talk to what they call the lesser races. I'm assuming that in their eyes, that's anyone below 20 feet tall.
Can at least speak giant. Anyone else?
Nope.
Who guttural, rough, and crass.
Was that a yes?
No.
Okay. So at least I know I can talk to the giants if we find them.
Oh, that would be our first step towards diplomacy with them.
Make friends.
Well, it seems like the people here are suffering by the minute. And I would actually like to get back to the Radiant Citadel before my appointment. So I say we get this show on the road.
Lead on.
As you guys recall, you didn't come here by a Concord jewel. Seeming fit, you're stuck here for the time being.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take a moment. Maybe we can help out the people rebuild, or if there's anyone injured, until we figure out.
You can talk to Amiale if you want for more information or any context if she's helping out. She's the priest here, seeing fit. Or you can ask people around the vicinity about any details that they know. In the distance, you can see maybe a couple 100 feet away, you can see forest fires as they don't stop. As on the map, you can see the volcanoes. There's multiple volcanoes on this entire place. There's more than 2. There's a tremendous amount of them.
I believe the longer we do. Go ahead.
How long has the fire been burning?
What, the fires here? You're asking that?
I'm asking the tribe.
They've been burning for a week or two by now. We usually don't get fires this bad. The elementals don't seem to ever attack us. We appease them. We pray to them. But now they've been seeking havoc. We do not know why.
These are all holes in the Earth's crust, or T.A.D.S. crust.
Sorry, you asked a question?
Yeah, I mean, are these without saying volcanoes, are these, eruptions from the core of Torel? Is the Forgotten Realms planet?
They don't know. They don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Volcanoes, eruptions,
We know
spouts
the
of
volcanoes. They be coming out of them. There's multitudes over here. But they are normal around here. We usually get a quake once every few months. Maybe a fire in a forest. But the elementals never came this far from their homeland. They come from the fire plains.
But all of them now have erupted?
They've been erupting. All of them, indeed.
And you intentionally live here, why?
It is our home. We lived here from generations to generations. It's never been this bad.
Aren't there plenty of places that do not have earthquakes and random fire elementals jumping out of the ground where you could have settled?
And he looks at you, confused.
Never mind.
You were bringing supplies to this town when we first found you. What do you intend to do now?
Rebuild and fortify as much as we can. We can't leave our home. We have nowhere else to go.
And you said that you sent a group of adventurers off somewhere that have not returned?
Our heroes from our village we sent off to the Twin Gods Observatory. The scientists there have been studying volcanoes all their life. To get information, a potential a way, a direction, how to stop this.
I guess heading there might be a good starting place. You might find this group in the process and help them out if they're not dead.
It'll take you 2 to 3 days travel to get there. The woods are dangerous, but the outskirts are dangerous as well. The smokes and fire are poison. The creatures lurk within them, seeking vengeance for some reason.
I mean, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
Great festering pits of destruction and horrible land in between. What are we truly looking for here, guys? What are we doing?
I would highly
Who's
suggest if
attacked?
you're traveling that far to the Twins God Observatory, I would highly suggest going to Shankar Pole. On the way, there is another city, a great city near the lake. You might get some more information there.
And where along the lake is the city allegedly located?
As he shows you on a map, he takes out.
Well, if this is closer to where the warriors went, perhaps they will have more recent information.
As he specifies, it'll take you a day's journey to get to the next city. So you'll have to track through the forest.
I suggest we leave with haste. They might actually have
Hey,
incident.
suggest the opposite. Take a moment to catch your breath. rest up, and then we'll leave.
As you can see, there are people here. There is a local inn. You can be in here. There are obviously places to sell. They do sell delicious meals of rice, fruit, and smoked turkey. So they do still have food. If you're looking for a place to inn or to relax and rest up and kind of figure out the information that you need. As remember, this is a trial. Even if this is a real place, you still have someone watching you along the way.
Let's just do short rest, go get a lunch,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, take a short breath, rest a little, and then we go on the way. Because if the first encounter was any indication, this is not gonna be easy. We
I
can't
agree.
just we can't just punch and hack our way through this one.
I mean, we can. It'll just hurt.
Or you
I'll
could
try.
become like the shield bearers before you. As
Not a shield bearer.
their fate was sealed, as you remember. Their bodies were ashed.
All the more reason to take a breath.
But I agree. We should rest up before we head out.
Yep.
No reason to be too hasty.
We could take a break for an hour, have a meal.
Let's have a meal and come up with a plan.
As you do see an inn called the Jolly, as it invites guests of all over, of course. You see most people here staying for a nice bite to eat, as it seems their menu is very simplified, as they don't obviously have much, but whatever they have, they sell for a gold piece. You can see a nice meal of rice, a little fruits on the side, and some smoked turkey for 1 gold piece.
I'll take one and I'll pay for everyone else who wants one.
Take one.
What are they again?
Thank you. Okay.
Rice, turkey, and some fruit.
I'll take one.
What
Mint will
vegetables?
take one, but try to trade his turkey with somebody else for the fruit.
What vegetables do you have?
We have none. Everything's been burnt.
Do you have any fresh hay?
As they look at you, and we do have it for our building supplies.
Just bring me the fruit.
I just imagine it like those little videos of bunny rabbits eating like raspberries and they get the stuff all over their face.
You're getting mangoes, papayas. You're getting a lot of jungle fruits. You even get durian fruit. Have fun with that.
Oh, fuck no. Do not open that at the table.
Lord Leopold loves durian fruit.
Of course he does.
Of course he does, exactly.
It's exotic.
Lord Leopold is also eating at his own table then.
It's
He
gonna
likes
reek the
Limburger
whole place once you
cheese,
open it up.
anchovies also.
I mean, if they're serving it here, it probably already smells like.
Oh yeah, it smells for sure. It smells
I
like
mean, yeah,
hot garbage.
that is fair. Hot garbage, just like the rest of the fucking city.
That's a town, if anything. But yeah. Alright, you guys sit down and eat as you smell hot garbage everywhere. As you begin to eat your turkey, your rice, and whatever fruits they have to your liking.
Really? Rice.
Rice and rice.
Rice and rice. Well, you got rice and fruit.
Okay, yeah.
I'm so taking your turkey.
Yeah, smoked turkey's delish.
Yeah.
It's not that store-bought stuff, it's the real shit.
Dude, sometimes I truly do pass turkeys on my way to work in the morning. Jim and Franklin wanted them to be our national bird or whatever.
In the fall, they're sometimes like in my backyard when I let my dog out and chases them off.
Ooh, fun.
Alright. I will say that Amayale had given you the region outlining the map towards the Twin God Observatory, so you guys know where to go for this place. So I will put it on the map itself. But it is a long track.
Oh,
Like she said, it'll take you about 2 to 3 days to get there.
I would have to cross through that path of forest.
Correct. And whatever lies within it.
On the bright side, we might get a few good herbs.
Yeah, it's a completely different place. But the problem is, it might be pretty burned. There's gonna be.
It might be pretty burned. That is a thing.
Alright. As you guys begin to eat, taking your short rest, roll your hit dice if you see fit. You're obviously recovering. As we'll continue our adventure next session as you guys begin to take the long voyage towards the forest and eventually, hopefully, making it towards the city alive. As you have much to learn about this place. So I will see you guys next Thursday for another
takes us
adventure.
so much closer into town. Why did this one take us so far away? I don't understand. Does it matter to us?
It's not the
Or what?
radiance. It's not the normal radiance citadel teleportation.
Yeah.
It's unreliable as a result of?
Maybe.
Didn't he say it was gonna leave us where they needed us the most?
I guess.
You're basically like shield agents. You're just dropping it into the hellfire now.
Yeah. So basically, it did leave us where we had to be. Just didn't give us a heads up of what we're gonna encounter.
Yeah, your previous missions were easy. Like you're meeting people now. You're going into the danger stuff now. Since we're almost at the end of the campaign, a lot of these are going to be hard encounters now. You're going to have to really pay attention.
Alright, I'll catch you guys next week.
All right.
See you
so-
guys.
Let's
Hi,
get
guys.
advanced. Yeah.